Hi, Ben here, and I recently acquired a broken Thunderbow as part of a trade. The handle had broken off the bottom of it. And I took a look at it and I'd see if there was a way to fix it, put it back together, but it was pretty much dead. However, I thought this would be a good opportunity to try a couple tests on some things that I have been looking. And one of the things that I wanted to try was, can I shoot high impact rounds out of a Mega Blaster, specifically a Mega Blaster that has a smart AR system in it. So took the whole thing apart, pulled out the plunger smart AR system with its spring and everything intact, and decided to try to run a couple tests on it. So the first thing I tried is I cut the barrel down, because obviously you can't get an HIR round all the way down the barrel. There's a dart post in it. It's too long. So the first thing I did, I cut it to about 1.5 inches, which is about, this isn't the barrel that I use, but it's about that length right there, maybe just a hair shorter than that. Took my Dremel with my cutting bit in there and took out the Smart AR. I'm sorry, not the Smart AR, but the dart post that was in there. And then put the round, the high impact round, the Rival round, shoved that down the barrel so that it tripped the AR, and tried to fire it. No luck, no dice. It was in there too tight. It wasn't coming out. It moved about 1/2 inch. I had actually get a pair of pliers and a screwdriver and dig the whole thing back out. So that was a no-go. And I got a little discouraged at that point, but I started thinking about it more. I was like, what if I cut it down even further? So I went through and cut the barrels down to 3/4 inch, which is actually a little bit, you can see how this lines up. That's a little bit farther than the high impact round itself. And then I took, and you can see, and I took out, you can see on these upper ones, that dart post in there, but left the Smart AR in, so you can see that thing working back, and it's just going to focus for me, in and out. So the Smart AR system is still, mechanism is still in there, but the dart post is out, and you can squeeze the high impact round down all the way in, as so. And you see it from the profile, it sticks out a little bit on the front. So this is 3/4 inch, the HR round is sticking out a little bit on the front, but it trips that air restrictor. And so if I take it back, and I'll do a quick test firing here, this won't quite do it justice, I'm sure, but pull this back, and you can see it shoots the high impact out round. And I didn't do any chrono readings or anything along those lines with it, but I put a Mega Dart in the same spot and fired it in the same manner, and I got the same range. Actually, the high impact round went just a little bit farther than the Mega Dart did. So it's still getting the same power performance that it was putting into the Mega Dart, just now it's getting them with the high impact round. So very encouraging, very positive result of putting the whole thing together. So I thought, though, with that maybe I was still getting a little bit too much friction, because it fits. This is a 3/4 inch barrel, and and I believe the high impact rounds are 0.9 inches, so it's a really tight fit in there. So I was thinking maybe it was too tight a fit. So I took this top barrel and I cut it down to a 1/2 inch, and then I tried firing the high impact rounds out of that, and it did a lot worse out of the 1/2 inch barrel than it did out of the 3/4 inch barrel. So I learned from that, it just wasn't holding it tight enough. It didn't have time to see, and this actually allowed it to build air pressure and get to what I was looking for. So I think I may have to play around with some sizes a little bit more, but I think 3/4 inch for this is just about perfect for that. So anyways, can you fire HIR rounds out of a Smart AR type system? And the answer is, yeah, you can get some pretty decent performance. You can get performance that seems to be on par with what you're getting for the Mega Darts. So anyways, this was a little test run, maybe even a little bit of a teaser of some things that I'm looking to do in the future. But until then, thanks for watching.